Hey guys, today I'm filming my third update for my year-long makeup project pan. And if you have not seen my intro or my other updates, I will have my playlist linked for you. And basically at the beginning of the year, I chose a large group of products that I wanted to finish by the end of the year. And this year I focused on things that were essentially brand new full size or things that were older in my collection. At first I was feeling a little down and assuming I wasn't going to finish that much this year since I was working on brand new full-size products, but I have surprised myself and I've been able to get through a lot of things so far. And I do put these products into different seasonal project pans just to help me focus on them. But of course I do have things that are just in this project and things that are just in the seasonal projects. So there's still a little bit of fun there and it's not all overlap. And I'm so excited because I have 6 empties for today's video and I have some roll-ins as well. So let's just get into the empties. First being a perfume. This is the 3.3 ounce of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I love this perfume. It has been a staple spring and summer scent of mine for years. This is something that I will repurchase. The only reason I finished it this year is because it was very old in my collection and I do need a new bottle. So I was here when I started working on this. Then I was here last update, now all the way used up. I got my last application out of here today. There is a smidge in here, but it is not wanting to spray out. And if you guys have seen my other updates, you know that on mine, the nozzle sticks. So it's been a little bit annoying to use, but I did finish this and just this little perfume sample. So that is wonderful. So super excited to have been able to get these out before the end of summer. That was my goal. Next, I finished my Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer in 12N Fair Neutral. And I am disappointed because as you can see, this is not 100% cleared out. And that is because I was not able to remove the stopper. This looks like a dog chewed on it, but nope, it was just me mutilating it with some tweezers and the stopper goes down very deep and it is in there good. And I have tried on multiple occasions to get this out and I can't. I've actually kind of ripped the stopper so it is detached from the part that's down here. So I'll probably try again at some point, but I just have product at the very top, the very bottom. All of this here is completely cleared out, but even if I'm probably not gonna be able to see. Even if I look down in there, there's really not very much at all. So I do feel good that I can call this an empty, especially because I did try my best to take the stopper out, but it's not quite as satisfying without a fully cleaned out tube here. But this was a good concealer. I find it to be more medium coverage where the original is full coverage. It is more of a satin finish, which works for me because I have oily skin and I have oily under eyes. And this just is not as good. It is fine. I do know that people like this, although I think people like the new Radiant version even more if you are someone that has more dry under eyes. So not something that I would repurchase. Feels great to have finished it because it had been sitting there for a while in my collection. At the intro, this weighed 0.975 ounces. First update, 0.904. Second update, 0.750. And today, 0.694. Next, I finished my Iconic London Sheer Bronze in Caramel Glow. There are 6 shades in this lineup. This is the 4th shade, which is nuts as fair as I am for this to be shade number 4. I've said before, I think they should get rid of colors 1 and 2 and add 2 more deep shades on the end to actually have a good range of colors. This is a phenomenal formula though. I love the fact that it is sheer. Because I'm fair, I can look insane with bronzer really quickly, especially up along my hairline. This blends so nicely. It does not make my foundation go patchy, which a lot of other liquid bronzers do. I also find this to be a very flattering color. I did compare this to some other liquid bronzers in my collection. The Bare Minerals one, the e.l.f. Halo Glow in shade number 5. This coloring works way better for me. So this is something I definitely will repurchase. I am wanting to try the Physicians Formula Butter Glow and see what I think of that formula and color wise, it would be great to have an alternative that is cheaper. If you've tried it, let me know. But this is a phenomenal product and something I would never even expect. I really haven't tried much from Iconic London. I had been unofficially working on this last year, made a ton of progress, so it feels great to have finished it this year. So brand new, this weighs 0.656 ounces. At my intro, it weighed 0.509. First update, 0.472. Second update, 0.370. And today, the third update, all used up, 0.192. They sell this at Sephora and Ulta. I do have this in mind for eventually when I have enough Ulta points to cash in. Then I have 3 lip empties. The first is the Kaja Balmy Bento and Pina Colada. This is their lip balm and scrub. I was just using the scrub. I'll have a picture on the screen of where I was at last time. I kept this in the shower to make it easier to use, which is definitely the way that has worked for me to use up lip scrubs, and I will continue to use them that way. On the top here, you have a lip balm. I don't like this, so I'm not going to pan that. I'm just going to end up tossing this at the end of the year. This was a pretty good scent. I don't usually love pina colada scents, but it wasn't too strong. This is a nice lip scrub. I do feel like it sloughed off some of the dead skin, but it wasn't so harsh that my lips hurt afterwards, which does happen with some scrubs. I feel like it could stand to have a little bit more scrubby particles, but it was a nice sugar lip scrub. Not something I would repurchase, but if I got it in PR again, I would keep it and use it up. Then I finished my Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly in Coconut. I got through this pretty quickly, and this is a beautiful warm pink color, a great shade for summer. I already have a backup of this because I got it in last year's limited edition holiday set. And this is my favorite gloss formula. It is nice and smooth. It is not sticky, gives a light medium opacity, super easy to reapply throughout the day. Absolutely love this. And my last empty would be my NARS oil infused lip tint in Primal Instinct. And you can see there is still some product in here down at the bottom and at the top. I am going to take this to work tomorrow and try to get a final use out of it, but I'm going to call it empty for this update, but I will show it to you next time as well. I could not get the stopper out of this either. Earlier this year, I panned another NARS lip oil, and I actually ended up pushing down the stopper into the bottom of the packaging while I was attempting to get it out. So I will try again, but this is like really, really in there. But you can see I have totally scraped as much as I can. This is no longer available, which is such a bummer because I absolutely love this formula and this color. It does feel like a lip oil, but not too greasy. It is not thick, it's not sticky, it's so smooth, and this gives the perfect hint of color for my lips, which are super lightly pigmented. I love this so much. If it was available, I would definitely purchase this. Okay, so now on to the progress on the rest of my items and my roll-ins. We have 2 perfumes left. So with that Dolce & Gabbana light blue, I had my full size, and I had this little Scentbird travel size, and I am down here on this Scentbird, so this will definitely be done by the next update. I'm just going to put this on my vanity, and this will be my new daily use perfume, so I should be done with that in just a couple weeks. Then I will spend the rest of summer just enjoying probably my original Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. And then when fall rolls back around, I will focus on this perfume. This is a little travel spray of the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. You can see I am halfway done, so I do feel confident that I could finish this by the end of the year. Then for face products, for primer, I have the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier. And this is in my summer project. I've actually been getting through this pretty quickly. So it started out brand new at 1.035 ounces, and now it weighs 0.371. This should be done in, I want to say, the next like week and a half. So definitely by the next update, which is super exciting. This is actually working pretty well with my other skincare and makeup products, which is great because this can be a little finicky. And I thought about rolling in another face primer, and I have an idea for what I want to use in fall, but I really need to test out this combo I have in mind first before I officially introduce it. So next update, I will show you guys a primer that I want to use for fall. And Then I do have a pore filling primer, the Dr. Brandt Pore Refiner Primer. This was brand new when I rolled it in, and I just wanted to track my progress. I have not used this very much at all since my last update, but there was some progress. So brand new, it was 1.529 ounces. Last update, 1.325, now 1.306. And I just don't think that these go together that well. So I actually was planning on taking this out, but I want to first try this with the fall primer I have in mind, because if they work together, then I would love to get more use out of this. So I will keep it in for now, and next update I will let you guys know if I'm going to continue working on it or just put it back in my collection. For foundation, the one I have left would be the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Matte in Fair. And this is something that I thought was going to last me summer and fall, but I think I might be able to finish it by the end of summer, if not right at the very beginning of fall. So last update, this is weighing 1.634 ounces, and today it is weighing 1.196, and I am about down to here. So really excited with this progress, and we'll see where it's at next month. But that foundation is a little dark for me, so I am mixing it with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in Light Zero Siberia. This is something I had in mind that I wanted to pan next year, but I am going to actually roll it into this project because I want to see how far I get mixing it with the IT Cosmetics, and I also have in mind a foundation that I want to use in fall, and it is a smidge dark, so I think that this would go with it nicely. So we will see. I also really want to use this up because the formula is whatever to me, but because of this. Look how disgusting this looks. And what's crazy is that this literally never sits on its side. I have it standing upright all the time, all day long. It makes no sense how this is happening, but my makeup never is dirty, so this is just disgusting to me. So I am so ready to not have to look at this nasty packaging, and even when I clean it up, 2 more uses it looks like this again. So I can't wait to get this out. So I am weighing this without the cap because it's so heavy, and this is weighing at 3.427 ounces. So if I don't actually finish this by the end of the year, that is fine, but I just want to see what I can do with it, and I know I'm going to work on this, so I wanted to just introduce it here. So now on to concealers and correctors. Last update, I had rolled in a concealer and corrector because I had worked through my initial ones so quickly, and I'm feeling really good about being able to use all of these products up by the end of the year. So the corrector I'm currently using is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Under Eye Brightener in number 2 Melon. At the intro, this was weighing 0.507 ounces. Last update, 0.477. Today, 0.346. And this bends down to be about right before the number 2. So this should definitely be done by next update, which is going to be so exciting because I should hopefully have enough time to finish up the other product that I want to use as a corrector. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Concealer in Oat Milk. It is too dark for me, so the color works better as a corrector, and I did weigh this just in case I'm able to get to this before next update, and it is weighing at 1.008 ounces. Then we are on to my last concealer that I have in mind to pan this year, the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer in the shade Light. So glad I rolled these in last time. I even told you I'm not going to use this up yet. Well, that's because I got through the Tarte a little bit quicker because I couldn't pull out the stopper. But this is somewhere where the product moves up. I was down here last update. Now I'm all the way up here, which is really good progress. This should still take me, 2 more updates to use it up, which is fine. I'm not in a rush. I just want to finish this before the end of the year. And this does match my skin tone pretty well, but I use it as an under eye concealer. So I'm wanting it to be a little bit lighter. So I have been mixing it with something I want to roll in, the Benefit Boiing Cakeless Creaseless Concealer, and this is in the shade 1 Amaze, and I started working on this brand new. I unfortunately did not weigh it brand new, but today this is weighing 0.882 ounces. I am actually able to scrape the sides a little bit in some areas. It fills back up, but that shows me that I've made a lot of progress on this in the past couple months. So I actually feel confident that I could finish this combo, and this is a product that I think is fine on its own, but it is just such a great color to use to mix to be able to knock out 2 products. And you guys might be like, wow, Heather, you use so much stuff on your face, and I know that I do, but I'm so used to using combos it doesn't bother me. And then I have 1 face powder left that I want to finish this year, the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Powder. This is in my current summer project. So starting out, this is weighing 3.146 ounces, and today it weighs 2.847. I do weigh this without the lid because it is so heavy, but if you guys can see, I do have less than half left, which is amazing. I do feel confident that I will finish it this year. Not sure if it'll be done by the end of summer, but definitely sometime in the earlier part of fall. Next, we have my liquid cheek products. I have my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I have been working on this a lot last year as a foundation mixer. I wanted to use it that way this year, but I did not have any foundations that were too light, except for this one, which I'm using to lighten other foundations. So I didn't need to make foundations darker. I needed to make them lighter. So the past couple weeks, I have gone back to using this as a liquid bronzer. I'm gonna try to use it up that way. I'm hoping I can finish this by the end of fall, but I really cannot tell. So at my intro, this weighed 1.650 ounces. First update, 1.632. Second update, 1.631, because I barely used it. And today, 1.581. So we'll see about this, but I will try to be determined to finish it. Then I have this Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seychelles, just a mini. I have not used it at all since last update, so there's been no extra progress. And I am planning on putting this in my fall project pan to focus on it. And I will probably be using these together. I hope that's not gonna look too crazy on me. We'll definitely see. Next, I have my Flower Beauty Spotlight Liquid Highlighter in Opal. This is the lightest out of 3 shades. As you can tell, there's a lot of air in here, so I'm not really able to mark it, but I am able to weigh it. And this is something that has been giving me a lot of trouble on top of my foundation, so I'm actually using it underneath to give some glow, and I'm okay with that. At first I felt like it was a little bit wasteful, but I do think I can see it. It's pretty, and I did try to pass this on to some people and they didn't want it, so I was like, okay, fine, let me just try to use it up. So I'm okay with that, and I am not gonna let myself buy any more liquid highlighters. But anyways, this was starting out at 0.753. First update, 0.734. Second update, 0.716. Currently 0.609. So something I am hoping to finish up in the next couple of months, but we'll see. Then we have my Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Setting Mist, something I started using in summer. I don't like the nozzle on this bottle, or at least it was malfunctioning, so I ended up putting it in my Urban Decay De-Slick bottle, which is just my favorite mister. And this is what I've been weighing, and a weight has been able to show up. I'm currently using this as a primer and setting spray, so I've been getting through it a little bit quicker, but I do think it might be helping make me matte or make my makeup wear longer. Could just be in my head, but this is currently weighing at 3.125 ounces, so we'll see how long it takes me to finish this. Then moving on to eye products, I have 1 item for brows, my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 2.5. This was a roll-in last update, and I'm just wanting to track this to see how long it takes me to use up. I will have my paper progress on the screen so you can see where I'm at, but I definitely was able to use up a good chunk, which makes me happy. Last time I panned this, I had little bits of it break off, which was sad, but I realized once I started using this particular pencil that my other one was probably just old and drying out a little bit, but this is working perfectly for me. I use this to fill in the middle of my brow. I use the Precisely My Brow to draw on the front and give my brows some shape, but this is just a fun tracking item. Hopefully I can finish it by the end of the year. I'm not sure, because you guys saw that was a ton of products left. Then for eye primer, I have the Anastasia eye primer, and I have been using this on filming days and my Urban Decay on work days, but I'm so close to finishing both of these, but a little bit closer on the Urban Decay. So over the past couple weeks, I have not used this one. I've just been focusing on Urban Decay, and I'm still not sure if I want to do that or go back to using this on filming days and then just use them up when they use up. Like, they will be done by the end of the year. When I get close to something, I just feel so excited to finish it. So I don't want to make any promises either way, but this will be done by the end of the year. So this started at 0.338 ounces. First update, 0.306. Second update, 0.264. And today, 0.235. Next, I have my shadow stick from the Balm, their Batter Up Shadow Stick in the shade Curveball. I will have a picture of where I was at last time, and I am at the point now where I have scraped it all out into a little sample jar to use it up, and here is what this is looking like. And this should be done in a couple months. I absolutely love the formula in this shade. Next, we have my primer setting shades. This one just broke today. I will take a picture and put it on the screen for you guys. This is the matte white I use under my brow bone. And I was so excited because I can show you. It is the Illamasqua Powder Blush in Intrigue, which is just a matte white powder blush. The pan is officially empty. I was able to repress the last bit of product into here, which is so exciting. I've literally had this since 2014, I think, is when I got this. So it is super old. Oh my gosh, it's almost 10 years old. So I really want to finish this, and I will tell you, it is showing its age. I don't know if it's because of how many times I've repressed it, but I have repressed this twice since, you know, breaking up the rest of the product from here, and it has not been performing. It has been really dry. It's gotten cracks in it, and y'all, I repress stuff a lot. So I think I might try to, now that it's broken, repress it one more time, and then if it gives me trouble, I'm just gonna crush it up and use it loose as a brow bone highlight, and we'll see how that works. I would rather do that than just have chunks break off and go to waste. I really want to feel like I use every little last bit of this because this has been something in my collection for so long, but we'll see what happens. I'll let you know next time if I end up using it loose or not. And then the product I'm using to set the primer in my crease is my e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation in Fair 120N. Here is what this is looking like. I don't know if there's more pan now. I basically been focusing here to set the primer in my crease, and then I am using a little bit of this after my cheek products to help clean up right here under my contour area. So I'm using a big brush for that. And once I get close to the end of the year, depending on how much is left, I might start using this as a face powder, but we'll see. It is a little bit light for my face, so I'd have to figure that out. Then on to lips. For my nighttime lip balm, I have the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Peppermint. I believe that I've made a ton of progress here. I feel like I have a third of this left. So I'll try to insert a picture of what it looked like. And I did start weighing this 2 updates ago. So my first update, where I'd already started using it before then, but my first update, it weighed 2.020 ounces. Last update, 1.901. Today, 1.737. So I'm hoping this can be done in the next 2 months, but I'm not quite sure. I have used up my morning lip balm from my summer project pan, so I think I'm going to use this as the lip balm when I'm doing my makeup and at nighttime, and we'll see if I get through it any quicker, but I'm hoping this will be done by next time. If not, it should be the update after that. But I want to roll into lip balms, which this is probably pushing it, but we'll just see what happens. So I have the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm in Natural Mint. This does have an SPF, and this expires February of next year. So this is gonna be my around the house lip balm, the one that I'm gonna keep downstairs. So right now this is weighing 0.389 ounces. And then I'm really overshooting this one, but depending on when I use this up, the next thing I want to focus on is my Jack Black Night Mode Lip Treatment. I've only used this once. I just tried it the other day to see what I thought of the formula, but this is weighing 0.448 ounces. I don't think I'm going to get to this before next time, but because I already had it in my mind that I wanted to work on it, I figured I'd show it to you now. So this might be too much, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to be optimistic. Then for my purse balm in fall, I want to use this MAC Glow Play Lip Balm in Sweet Treat. I haven't used it at all yet. I don't think I'm going to finish it this year because look how much is in here. But I'm just going to see what happens, see if I even like using this as a purse balm, but that's a fall exploration. And then we have my one colored lip product left, the one I want to use in fall. This is the Rowan Liquid Lip Balm in Charlie, and I feel pretty good about finishing this up. I do have some other glosses that I'm going to work on in summer, some things I already have in mind if I finish this early in fall, but I'm not going to roll them in here. I want to keep that as a fun, exciting item surprise for my seasonal project, so definitely make sure you check those out. But I feel pretty good that I can finish this year, which is so exciting because in my intro I thought I was adding in too many colored lip products, and the way I've gotten through them is because I put some on before each of my sessions. So that's usually a minimum of 4, a maximum of like 8 in a day. So that's a lot of reapplications. So guys, I know this was a long, rambly update, but I had so much exciting progress to share with you. I feel like my next couple of updates are going to be really good, so I would love to hear what items you're working on right now. I would love to hear your thoughts if you have tried these items. I would love to know what projects you're working on. I am going to have my summer project pan playlist link for you and my rolling non-makeup project pan in case you want to see my hair, skin, and body products that I'm working on. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.